project of the day is we have a 40-foot fifth wheel that I need to get down my driveway from the main road. The hill comes down a little steep, and then, you know, so it comes down a little steep and then flattens out. Not too bad. I think my fifth wheel will go down it, you know, before the back bumper hits. Coming in, I'm not so worried about, but going out, I'm a little concerned that maybe I get close or even touch on the rear bumper, which would be bad. So I'm going to use the power rake on Junior here and drag some dirt over to beef up the driveway. Now, I've already had the tough cut out here. This is the entrance to the driveway, and I know that you're not going to be able to tell scale. This hillside up here, the road goes down, slope down, and this hillside hovers around 18 to 22 degrees as you're going mowing. The tough cut, how it floats is awesome, how it goes up and it's able to cup over the edge. Never been able to do that with the shredder on the back of the Mahindra. Usually I come this way, I tip over, and then I lower the PTO 3-point as far as I can to be able to get close to that top edge, but neither here nor there. On the side over here, there's a big mound of dirt right here. Fence line where I come in. My property is a rectangle that's that way with a little tongue that sticks out to the road. My neighbor's property, nice and flat and mowed. Then there's a hump of dirt back to my spot, and then it kind of blends in. So there's this big hump of dirt right here. If I could take all that dirt and drag it on this driveway and change the driveway from coming down to being a little less steep right here, that would be good. I've already got the tough cut in here. It was awesome being able to put the tough cut in, push it under the cedar tree, you know, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Found a stump here that was just buried under all this mess. You can see the hillside. I mean, I'll bet you from over here where I'm at to the top of that hump, there's probably a solid 18-20 inches of dirt that I can pull back. But I've already been here with loppers. You'll see some fresh cut stuff, all kinds of fresh cut around the cedar tree. I was able to get the tough cut in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. See, look, more gravel. Enough that I was able to get in a pair of loppers and clean that all up. So now, and you see how steep this gets. There's a bunch of dirt here. And I mean, it comes up and it slopes down and it slopes up. I mean, I could take this and just smooth it all off. I don't have a dozer. My front end loader will never, on my little Mahindra, will never dig into this. Box blade won't dig into it. But if you pay attention, and you probably can't see angles, this comes up, gets flat, and then goes back down onto the neighbor's side. Now, the neighbor doesn't maintain up here. Whatever. There's a fence in that mess somewhere. I just want to try and take the top off of this, pull it all over here, and make this less steep. And while I'm at it, up there, clean up, because as water runs down this driveway, or the road, it's coming around a corner and making that corner really messy now. I'm starting to get a lot of ruts in there, so maybe I can take some of this dirt, drag it up. If that doesn't work, I'm going to loosen this up, get the front end loader off the Mahindra, then I can shovel the dirt, move it over. It's about down here at this end 12-14 feet, but then makes a Y and the driveway gets further from the fence line, so it gets to be probably 25-30 feet as you go further up. Enough chit chat. Let's get the GoPro on Junior and see what type of damage we can do. I will tell you right now, I can't make it any worse. Well, you can move a lot of dirt, but it's going to take the front end loader to get it where I want it. Let's go grab the front end loader and come back in a minute. Okay. So, Ventrac sitting down here. Just got the Mahindra with front end loader. We made a lot of dirt by loosening up this mess up here. Now let's see what the front end loader can clean up, and I might be playing the hopscotch game. Junior Mahindra, loosen up dirt, move dirt. Let's go move something. As you watch this section, you can take note of a couple things. One, the length of the Mahindra from the front end loader to the rear of the shredder is long. And as I'm trying to drag dirt back over to the driveway, I had to watch out to not hit the fence behind me. Didn't give a lot of maneuverability. The second point was the dip between where I was loosening the dirt on the left and trying to move it over to the driveway on the right was kind of deep. As you watch the Mahindra go back and forth, you can see that all 4 tires dropped down into that low spot. So it was a big dip, and as I was going up and down, changing angles, tires out of the dip, in the dip, front, rear, etc., the dirt wasn't wanting to maneuver the way I wanted it to. So the Mahindra front end loader was not the best solution. Maybe I can make it worse. So I made this a whole lot smoother down here. The yard, that was a big, there was a dip and then a hump, and then it went back down to the neighbors. And I got lots of rocks. I guess I'll have to pick up and do something with all the rocks. So I smoothed this out, pulled a lot of dirt this way. The little divot that was there, this now basically goes flat over, and I raised the driveway quite a bit actually. Doesn't look like it, but quite a bit. I made this cleaner. You can see tree roots. These trees will probably be okay. Gave myself something else to do on another day. You see I still have more dirt I could pull out, but the problem is This is right at the property line, and somewhere in here there's supposed to be fence. There's a little bit of fence down there. So the power rake I have, see there's some barbed wire. The wheels stick out in front, so I end up having to go across, get as close as I can. I got the older model power rake, but now that I can get in here easier, I'll limb up all of this junk with get a pole saw that I can just reach in there easy. Lop off some of this junk, clean up the trash, make this look better, get some seed planted. This was this was a pain. I mean, kind of big, so I couldn't lop it off down below. I had fun with this one time as I was coming down. Got it close to the ROPS. So, a lot of dirt pulled downhill. This is no longer a hump, now it's just a gradual slope. We can actually get in here and mow easier. ZTR mow, I don't know. See, here's the fence. I'm not sure where the fence line's supposed to be. T-post up there. No T-post, and I'm assuming there's supposed to be a T-post right here somewhere. Fence is right there. There's some barbed wire back there. We got a T-post down there. We got a T-post up there. That's way too far. My guess is maybe there was a tree one point in time. Was supposed to be. Pretty sure my neighbor won't care too much, but I'll get with him and maybe we clean this up. I don't know. I don't know how much he cares about this corner. You see they mow over there and they haven't even gotten up into this mess. Nature is what it is. Yeah, so I mean all these trees here, there's a T-post back there, all these trees could come out, but this is that hump, see? It starts to go back downhill. There's still a lot of stuff in here if I wanted to pull it out. I just got to figure out where the wire is so I don't get wrapped around it. Ton of dirt pulled out from up here. I am going to have to continue, but I need to get some more limbing up. You see the water's coming down the road, making a nice little rut there before it goes on to the neighbor's place. Big mound here. I wanted to work around that stump. Didn't want to try and power rake a stump. So get some limbing up done. Clean this up some more. There's a hump there, but I'm impressed. Once again, that little Ventrac. Say little because physically it is smaller than the Mahindra, but it is the same horsepower as the Mahindra. Did an excellent job on this driveway. And then afterwards, I went up to the top and I was blending in from the road onto my drive. I'm gonna have to get some gravel or something now, but I tried to blend this in some until I got just, I don't know how many hours beat up, 3 hours ish. I'm gonna do some more blending up here eventually, but I was, as you came off the road and went down this hill, I was at about 13-14 degrees when I started. It would indicator would hop between 13-14, and then when I got done it was hovering between 11-12. Going in, I'm not so worried, right? You come in, you go down, pivot point on the fifth wheel is gonna raise the posterior of the trailer up. And then as you go in far enough, truck will be flat. The back of the trailer is still going to be nice and high. Coming out is what I'm worried about, and that's why I did all this. Coming out, the truck comes up, causes the back end seesaw, right? One end goes up, one end goes down. I think the way I pushed that way out, you see how far out I pushed it, that will be okay. But down here, this is a solid 4 inches taller right now. Not the big rock area, but down here 5 inches maybe. That got trimmed down a little. That middle part got built up a lot. That's probably 6, 7, 8 inches taller in some areas. I'm happy. This is where we ended up for day one.